a latest report by Niti Aayog. It said India is sitting on 6.2 million metric ton of electronic waste, which will go up to 14 million metric ton by 2030. All of those products which could have been refurbished, repaired, and have been used by a second user in a tier 2, tier 3 town, those are going to landfills in the country. If you were to ask me one reason why this is still unsolved, the answer is traceability. We saw this problem and I could not unsee it. Home services in India is a 5 lakh crore market. So that's when Aksh took a plunge, I took a plunge, and we started Eazzy.
Hello Saurabh, thank you for coming to our
Sriwant.
podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So what's your story?
I'm a Gurgaon born boy. I've done my schooling from Gurgaon. Did my graduation from Bangalore, came back to Gurgaon to do my MBA from MDI. Mostly, if you were to ask my hobbies, I am more of a fitness enthusiast. I like spending time with my family. I would like doing biking, photography. These are certain things that personally I choose to do when I have some spare time. Professionally, I've worked with corporates like Mother Dairy. I've worked with Flipkart. I've worked with Cashify. I've managed roles at Reliance. So I would call myself as a very aspirational guy. Always been an entrepreneur, I think, throughout my career, even if I was to talk about my self in corporate. Right now I'm here, left my job for probably a bigger thing in life. I've started Eazzy, and that's what we're doing right now.
Before we move forward, I have these small requests from you. Request number 1. अगर आपको हमारे पॉडकास्ट पसंद आ रहे हैं और आप हमारे एफर्ट्स को अप्रिशिएट करते हैं तो द स्टार्टअप कैफे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कीजिए। सब्सक्रिप्शन के साथ बेल आइकन भी दबाइए जिससे आपको लेटेस्ट वीडियोस नोटिफाई हो सकें। आपका हमसे जुड़ना हमें मोटिवेट करता है कि हम और भी इंस्पायरिंग स्टार्टअप फाउंडर्स और इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स को इस पॉडकास्ट में लेकर आएँ। रिक्वेस्ट नंबर 2, अगर आप किसी ऐसे इंसान को जानते हैं जिसके लिए पॉडकास्ट और इसका सब्जेक्ट यूजफुल हो सकता है तो इसका लिंक उसके साथ ज़रूर शेयर करें। हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव सिर्फ कंटेंट बनाना नहीं है। हमारा मिशन है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप से इंस्पायर हों, दूसरों के एक्सपीरियंस से सीखें और अपनी जर्नी को बेहतर बना सकें। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर अटेंशन। अब देखते हैं आगे की कहानी। Can we double click on Eazzy? What is it that you're building right now? What is this company all about?
Eazzy is a on-demand home services company, which so we prefer to call ourselves that we take care of anything that plugs into electricity at your home.
Okay.
So any appliance, any electronic, be it installation, maintenance, repair, or even buyback. When you're planning to upgrade, you can come to Eazzy and we will enable that for you as well.
You've started this company very recently, is it?
Yeah.
When did we start this?
I exited from my previous job in January.
Okay.
We launched Eazzy in April in Gurgaon. We are currently restricted only to Gurgaon.
Okay.
We are testing our technology. We are testing our operations. It's a operations heavy lifting. So we built our own team. We have a training center where we train the engineers, technicians, and we've currently enabled these home services for customers in Gurgaon. Yeah, so April to now, so it's about 3 months old company.
Okay. And you have more co-founders with you?
Yes. So I have my other co-founder who I started this with. His name is Aksh Chauhan. He was Chief Operating Officer at one of the leading buyback company in the country. We've recently just onboarded our Chief Technology Officer and co-founder, Manish Gupta. He's always been an entrepreneur at heart. He's previously founded a company, All Is Well. He was, in his latest role, he was a Chief Technology Officer for a company called Philo. Okay. So all three of us are leading it from the front at this point of time.
So for someone hearing about Eazzy for the first time, can you simplify why should people connect with Eazzy?
I think this is one of the industry which has always been underserved. I think experiences and home services in the country have not been delivered in the way I believe it should be delivered. I have very closely worked in this space for past decade. I managed this for the largest company in the country, Reliance, at pan India level. So we realized that it's a highly unorganized market. In fact, 97 more than 97% of this is unorganized. It's a trust deficit market where people feel it's more of a lottery when they try to call someone at their home when something is not working, when they want to get a service done, right? So the majority of it is not properly taken care of. It lacks accountability. You do not know that the guy who's coming in, how qualified is he to deliver service. uh, Once he's gone, will the product break down again, and who takes responsibility once that happens, right? So uh, we thought that in such a big huge industry where it is mostly unorganized, there is still scope for someone who can come in, who can deliver it a better experience, standardize the service, take accountability, have customer on one end, give them better service, and also as the responsible organization, train people, make them, get them dignified salaries, get them better careers, have them, respectful jobs, right? So we put a lot of effort in training all of the engineers and technicians who work with us, right? So, and these are the ones who are going to your home to deliver those services.
तो आपने रिलायंस में काम किया एंड यू वर
Yeah.
मैनेजिंग दिस री-कॉमर्स सर्विस फॉर देम, राइट?
I was managing two businesses for them actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So one was re-commerce. I built a buyback model for Reliance, which is
Okay.
currently live in all of the storefronts of Reliance in electronics. Then I took another role, which was to lead their after-sales business. There's a company which is called Reliance Rescue. I was the business head for Rescue. So Rescue manages about 500,000 calls in a month to install, repair electronics for customers, Reliance customers. It works with about 8,000 engineers on the ground, has about 900 people team. So these are two businesses that I was leading for Reliance.
Just some time back you mentioned that this is a big problem and
Yeah.
this actually is a mammoth problem in India, right?
Right.
And someone at this stature, someone like Reliance is trying to fix it.
Yeah.
But what has been the result? Have they really been able to fix some part of it, or there's a long way to go, or this is just unfixable?
No, I think it is definitely fixable. The priorities have to be in place. Actually, two things are happening, right? This has been primarily an offline market where if something breaks down at your home, you would want someone who you know or a friend knows to come at your home, right? So you would probably check with someone in your network. You will probably check on a WhatsApp group that your society has that hey, can you send a AC technician? But now the market is also changing. People are getting used to app-based services. People are getting used to quick commerce. People are getting used to getting food delivered in minutes. Now the industry is changing. People are changing. Their habits are changing. They're coming to platforms which can enable it for them. Earlier, I feel there was lack of transparency. I think the use of technology was missing there, and a large part of it, I believe, Reliance has solved. Right? They have the firepower, they have the resources to solve this, and they have, right. But still, there is a large part outside the ecosystem of Reliance which does not get the service in time, in quality, right? So generally, Reliance works for the customers that Reliance has, right? There are a lot of other customers.
Yeah,
who've
there's a
been
much
engaging.
wider audience. Yeah.
Correct.
So you want to build a brand which is like, which creates top of the mind recall the moment you have a product which needs service.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what your intent is?
To begin with, yes. Service, installation, and again, as I said, affordability is a big tool. So when you want to upgrade your product, right? Today, even the second part of the business, which is re-commerce, right? That is a highly unorganized business. You don't know. There are companies which would help you sell your old mobile phones, but if you were to upgrade your television, if you were to upgrade your washing machine, you still have to reach out to that kabadi wala. Right?
Yeah.
The problem with that is not the business with the kabadi wala. The problem with that is all of those products which could have been refurbished, repaired, and have been used by a second user in a tier 2, tier 3 town.
Yes.
Those are going to landfills in the country. A latest report by Niti Aayog, it said India is sitting on 6.2 million metric ton of electronic waste.
Wow.
Which will go up to 14 million metric ton by 2030.
That's hazardous, isn't it?
It is, right? And what are we building for our children then, right? So this needs to be put to probably a recycling unit which responsibly recycles it, or a refurbisher which repairs it, brings back the life into it, and sends it to another user for whom it could be a first time AC, right, in a tier 2, tier 3 town and be affordable for them, right? So this has not been happening. So we feel there was a larger chunk which was being ignored for a very, very long time. Now when the industry is changing, customer behavior is changing, government is getting stricter with the norms of e-waste. I thought it's time where we saw this problem and I could not unsee it. I was managing businesses at a larger scale, at India level scale. And when I saw that this is a large problem at pan India level, then we thought that, we have to step out and fix it. So that's when Aksh took a plunge, I took a plunge, and we started Eazzy.
It's very interesting that you mentioned that landfill stuff. And while you were talking, I was thinking about other industries like automobile, for
Yeah.
example.
Correct.
Now, automobile has in some ways sorted this, right?
Correct.
We are very clear that if I have a car and it doesn't work for me anymore, then there would be a second buyer who would take this, and
Correct.
this doesn't go to landfill.
Correct.
But why you think it has taken us years and years of this problem still being persistent and nobody is coming forward to solve it? Until now, of course, you're there. Is this problem unprofitable to solve?
No, I think
To start with,
if you were to ask me one reason why this is still unsolved, the answer is traceability.
okay.
You know where the cars are, you know
Yeah.
where the mobile phones are, you can track them.
Yeah.
You cannot track a air conditioner in someone's home. Right? You cannot track a washing machine in someone's home.
Okay.
No one knows where these products are. Right? So when we do it, we give customers the platform to register their product. We manage their entire ledger, home health ledger, home ledger, where they can see the exact condition of their product. They can see the service history of their product. They can see the value of their product, whether it will be better to repair it or replace it, right? Once all of this happens, all of the products are there on a platform, then the customer can take a smarter choice.
Yeah.
Right. And when this was to be connected with maybe more companies who would want to, OEMs, manufacturers who would want to upgrade their existing customers, this will come handy because they will know where these products are.
Absolutely, yes.
So I think
agree.
traceability, if you were to ask me, has been the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to solve at last.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense because nobody knows what are the equipments that I carry in my
Correct.
home, right? What
Correct.
are my appliances, and there's no database for that.
Correct.
Even I don't have any database of what do I have.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're starting with that.
We're starting with the services. We are launching re-commerce in this month. We will enable buyback for the consumers as well.
Okay.
We've been doing that informally without a technology in place per se, because there are a lot of customers who validated this for us. Who said that hey, come on, it's okay, don't service my AC, take it back. We did enable it for them, but formally we'll be launching it this month.
Great. So now can you tell me the process of and the journey of this entire exercise? So for example, if I have an appliance
Correct.
and I need you to come and fix this, I call you, then what happens? You send somebody who's authorized by you, or you send your own employee? How does it work?
Yeah, we've made it very, very easy for you, right? Just like our name. So you can call us. There is a number that you can call on, or you can download our app. It's available on both the app stores. So once you do that, you can go there and you can choose what the problem is. Right?
Okay.
Once you tell us what the problem is, we skill map it to the right technician or expert who's been trained by us, who's been verified by us, and who's been given a technical and a behavioral training. So it's not just that he'll come to your home and technically, sort it out for you. You will also be trained on behaviorally how to manage his space in your home, how to interact with you, and how to use the application that he has. So once he comes there, he would take the information of the product. He would do his pre-job, post-job images and assessment of the product. He'll tell you exactly what's the problem with the product, and you'll be able to see it on the app, right? Anything that he does with your product, right? Any image that he takes, any information he puts in, everything is visible to the customer very, very transparently. That's where we try to solve the trust problem with the customer. Right? Before he walks in, you know who is coming in, what's his qualification, what's his rating, right? All of these experts are properly verified by us, verified by the agencies as well, right? So once he's there, then you'll be able to see everything about your product, right? And you have the entire information. So tomorrow, if there's something to be changed, you are the one to transparently see the price and approve it before he does anything to your product. Right? Once he moves out, there's a warranty in place. You see that anything that if it breaks down again, company takes the accountability for the expert who came in and first time solved it for you, right? So this is how the entire transaction happens.
This is the journey.
Yeah, this is the journey.
So it's same with, let's say, an urban club, right? How is it different between you and, let's say, a urban club or apps like that?
You know, they have solved discovery, right, for the country, and I genuinely appreciate the way they've done it. They are the ones who've done it for the first time in the country, right?
Yeah.
It's a difficult industry, I must say. How we're different for, there are two reasons for that. One is we are less transactional, right? All of the engineers who come to your home are actually on our payroll, right? They're
Okay,
not,
okay.
yeah,
So
they're not freelancers. No.
They're not freelancers.
They're not freelancers.
Okay.
They are on our payroll. They are trained by us.
Okay.
It's not just one standalone gig job for them. It's not, right? They are there who would go to customers' home and they'll come back and work with us. So they are on payroll. Second part is the re-commerce. You know, we give you an opportunity to, if you feel that maybe repair value is not it's not an ideal way to go. The repair is not an ideal way to go given the condition of the product. Then we enable buyback for you as well. Right? So the customer gets more, control of what they can do with their product.
So they'll get something like a voucher, and then they'll
get the money in their bank account.
Okay.
Right? So you should stop seeing those as appliances. You should start looking at them as more of assets which can fetch you value, just like your mutual funds, just like your shares. Right? So all of your appliances will be with you at one place in the application, and you'll be able to see the value of those products.
Yeah, so now I understand. That's where you're very different from, let's say, an urban club.
Yeah.
Because one, they have outsourced people.
Correct.
They will come and repair and go.
Correct.
And then this other thing that you mentioned, where this can actually fetch you value, that is something which is non-existent right now with any other player, right? Is that correct?
That's correct.
So I think that's a very big USP. And if you highlight that, it as a consumer, when I'm thinking of this entire proposition as a consumer, it massively appeals to me.
Correct.
It does.
Right. And see, surprisingly, no one looked at it that way. Right? These are two different industries who've been operating in different spaces, operated by different companies.
Yeah.
But when you
And
think
difficult
about it,
to manage, right?
Difficult to manage, right?
And there's no transparency also. So mobile, they've been trying to, since I was part of mobile companies,
Correct.
I know all these mobile chains, they've been trying very hard to figure out this e-commerce with the mobile handsets, but they have all miserably failed. Most of them have failed.
Correct. I've managed that for the
Cashify.
Correct. Largest trading company in the country. I've managed that for Flipkart as well.
Yeah.
I've built that from grounds up for Reliance as well. Right. Yeah. Largely, it has been solved for mobile phone. A customer have an option to go to different places to give back their devices.
Yes.
But large appliances, it has not been solved so far.
It's still lying dead.
Correct. And when we see how the services and re-commerce interact with each other, it feels so intuitive, right?
Yeah.
That once I've gone to your home, my team has gone to your home, they have seen the condition of your AC. We know when your AC was last serviced, when was it repaired, when was this bought. I'm in the best condition to give you a buyback price for that. Right? You don't have to interact with 10 different people to get you different quotes who've not even seen that device. Yeah. So we can, because we know the condition, we can give you a better price for your appliances. What we feel.
And also, I think it opens a massive opportunity door for you that tomorrow, if you, let's say, tie up with AC companies,
right,
and then their products are available on your app, and somebody wants to trade off.
Correct.
So repair is very costly, and they don't want it anymore. Then
correct.
On your app itself, they can buy the product, and your engineers will come and fit it.
That's the intent. Manage end-to-end life cycle of the product for the consumer, right? From the taking the previous product, getting them the new product or a refurbished one. Better.
So I think when you do that, then you create an ecosystem which is very hard for people to come out of. Then they will immediately, instantly connect with Eazzy, and they would like to stay in that loop. It's a very good point.
Yeah, so we feel that's where we want to add value to the customer's application or their maybe ledger, as I said, right? In that as well, where we want you to track all of your appliances in one place, all of electronics in one place.
Yeah.
Even if it is in warranty, we'll tell you it's in warranty. You don't have to get it repaired from outside. Get it repaired from Samsung for that matter, right? Which we're fine with that.
Yeah.
As long as it's valuable for you, it adds value to your home and your home management. Happy to do that.
Now, I want to understand what role does technology and let me say AI, because right now all the technology is essentially flowing towards AI and integrating the power of AI
Yeah.
in the app itself or the tech stack itself. So how is it helping you,
Uh,
and how would it help eventually the consumer?
right. So for us, it helps us in predictability. When I say that we have our captive manpower, we also need to ensure that we are more efficient than anyone else, right? Just to ensure that they get enough jobs in the region they are operating in,
Yeah.
and we are able to, sustain what we're building, right?
Yeah.
So it helps us in predictability in terms of how far the guy is from the next job, giving him the right job, understanding where he made mistake, and next time whenever he's trying to go for a similar kind of a job, giving him nudges that this is what you missed out last time, right? So that's one part that it helps us with in being more efficient when we are trying to uh, operationally solve it, being more efficient. For consumers, it helps them analyze whether it's better to go for a repair or go for a replacement, right? We give them nudges that the system gives them nudges. It will actually, right? In a bit, once we are through with building that product completely, he'll give them nudges in sense that you got your AC service last time in summer, rather than you looking out for it and storing it somewhere that you have to get serviced again. System will tell you that it's time to get your AC serviced again. Or maybe if there is a product which is under warranty, system will give you nudges of the warranty is about to end. If there is a problem, get it fixed now, right? So it'll tell you that hey, iPhone 17 Pro is launching. You're on iPhone 14 Pro. If you want to upgrade now. Otherwise, the prices will go down, right? So I think that's where the
AI will
technology
play its role, yeah.
comes and plays its role.
So let's talk a bit about your consumers. So right
Yeah.
now, what is the number of customers you've served so far in Gurgaon?
We've crossed 1,000 customers in Gurgaon.
Okay.
And this was actually 3, 4, I think 5, 6 days back. And we're growing very rapidly. Thankfully, the validation that we've received from the area where we are operational in is very, very encouraging. Right? We never wanted to launch so soon. We were only doing this to test the initial part of technology that we had created. But once we did it with our family and friends, the number of orders and the word of mouth spread, and we started getting a lot of customers. We could not pull back, right? So we kept working on the go. We kept improving our flows, and the best part that we see from there, when I say validation, is that 30 to 35% of our orders are from repeat customers.
Okay.
Who called in to get their probably washing machine repaired. And next time they called me or the team to get their chimney serviced. Next time they called us to get their RO fixed, right? So I feel that's something that
That's a
makes
solid
me-
validation, I think.
That makes us very, very happy that customers are trusting us in a trust deficit market.
Yeah.
Right? They're calling us back. They see that we are adding value by what we're trying to do. So that's where our customers are interacting with us. Very promising.
Tell me some interesting anecdote, some story.
Very recently happened. What we do is we generally set up campaigns in societies because we interact with the customer and tell them what we do. Right. This is the part where how we're doing our engagement with the customers. Right. So we were set up in one of the tulip societies in Gurgaon last week, and we were just about to wind up. Right. It was 8:30 in the evening, I guess. We were about to wind up. And there came a lady who said that, can you send someone right now? There is a water leak in my AC and we're not able to sleep. I'm sorry, I could have come in the morning, but we couldn't, right? But generally our team leaves by 7:30, right? So, and she requested with whole heart that if you could help us, it'll be really good. So the team spoke to one of our experts, right? He was out getting shaved, right? So. But the guy was sweet enough, kind enough to take that extra step for the consumers. We went and solved the customer's problem at 9:30 in the night. And the
Smile
kind of
on their faces.
encouraging word, the kind of feedback that I received from the customers was amazing, right? So I think these are stories that you live for, right? That
Yeah.
these are stories that you want to.
Correct.
That's why you want to build a business, right? So
Yes.
and it happens a lot with us, right? So
Yeah.
we do that.
I'm sure you're solving a mega problem, because I know every household has this big nightmare that one of our key equipments will break down, and what
Yeah.
will happen after that.
That's true.
Yeah.
And in fact, I can probably pitch in for another story, which is we thought we'll always be an on-demand application. That's a cool thing to do, right? Everyone is trying to do that.
Yeah.
But when we went to the societies, we realized in a lot of homes there are parents who are probably senior citizens, who are the ones who are taking care of the products, right? Who are responsible because
Yeah.
the family, the kids are going to offices, right? So they are the
Yeah.
ones who generally keep a track of it, right? Not taking care of it. Let's say keep a track of the products at home.
Yeah.
When we interacted with them, we realized that they were not able to, they were not very keen on using the app, right? Probably they were scared of, any mishap or maybe some kind of fraud that will happen through the app. That is when we activated our mobile number, right? So there is a central mobile number. It will not take you to any AI or a bot. It will immediately connect you to your person, right? So you can, and these are for those customers who are actually the ones who are getting it done for their homes, right? So we learned from the ground, we understood from the consumers that how do they want to interact with us. We just try to make it easy for them. So there's a mobile number, you can reach out to it and call us up. We'll set up a service for you. You don't have to click any button on the app, nothing like that.
That's such a lovely name for your kind of service, right? Easy. Why do you have a double Z there?
I because Eazzy, EASY has been taken by like 5,000 companies.
So you started in April and now you're growing 100% plus month on month. So what is the secret? What's driving this growth?
I think there was always this demand, right?
Okay.
When we interact with the customers, when we meet them in their societies for the first time, we get to know that there are a lot of cases जहाँ पे उनको पता नहीं है उनको chimney service कराना किससे है. They're too scared to get it done by someone who they do not know, right? So, and when we do this, the best validation is that there are repeat orders. They'll call us again, right? So one part of it is that, right? 30-35% customers are calling us again. That is contributing to the growth, which is most closer to our hearts, right? Second part is the base actually is small, right? So at this point of time, it's easy to get, slightly easier to get faster growth, 100% growth, because the base is slightly slower, but slightly lower. But yeah, I guess we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, you
the
are.
numbers are getting better.
And I think investors have also shown faith, right?
Yeah,
How does your cap table look like right now?
There are a lot of industry founders. There are a lot of corporate leaders who've come on board. So it was more of a family and friends angels round.
Okay.
So there are no VCs, there are not PEs, no PEs. Right? We raised about $475,000. Thankfully, which was more than what we anticipated. And it puts a lot of responsibility on me and Aksh because most people came on board because of me and because of Aksh, right? Because of how we've worked with them. There are a lot of my managers, by the way, right, who've come on board. Now, a couple of them are founders, a couple of them are leaders. There are team members who I've worked with who've come on board. And same is the case with Aksh, right? His network, people he worked with previously, his couple of his friends who are in corporate, people have put their trust on me and Aksh at this point of time. Not to miss, this is an area that we've worked in for a decade, right? In our careers, Aksh and I both, right? So
You understand the space very well.
we do, right? So we've built it from scratch in a lot of cases, right? And in the companies which are prominent in this space, right? So we've built and managed this at scale. So I think this is what they've looked at when they came on board. Some of those people are first-time investors, right? So
Okay.
It's very, very close to us that they've put their trust on us, and it's our responsibility that we'll make sure that we're able to give valid and good returns to who've come on board.
अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन का आंसर दीजिए कि आपने कॉर्पोरेट में बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज में बहुत
Right.
साल निकाले, अब आप एंटरप्रेन्योर अब बन गए,
Right.
and you're a first time entrepreneur right now. While you've had that mindset, but
Yeah.
actually the rubber met the road only in April, right?
I've been an entrepreneur before for 3 years.
Okay.
This was between 2012
Okay.
and 2016.
Okay.
4 years actually, right? Back in 2016.
Oh,
Went back to
interesting.
corporate, completed decade in corporate, learned great things, worked with great people. Now I'm a second time entrepreneur. And your question was that when I worked with these companies,
What are the things that you learned there?
yeah.
Not the technical things, but
Yeah.
the other softer things that you learned there are coming handy in this journey as a second-time entrepreneur?
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Two very, very important things that you have to learn and work around as an entrepreneur, and also as senior managers, senior leaders in the corporate. I keep saying there are two things which are very important. One thing is decision making, right? You cannot procrastinate. Right? You have to make sure that when the decision is to be taken, it is to be taken. You cannot take too long for that. Second thing that my corporate career taught me is people management. I've been very, very close to my teams, both upwards and downwards. I've got great leaders whom I've learned from, and some of those people are still my mentors when I work my way through, right? So, uh, these are two things that I learned in corporate, right, at scale, which helps me take decisions now. And second thing I feel, which is very, very important, is putting a structure, right? Uh, startups,
Process and structure.
yeah, process and structure, right? Startups find it difficult. They find it very, very okay to work in a chaotic environment, and which is fine also to begin with, right?
It's been glamorized like that.
I
Is
feel
that
it's been
correct?
glamorized a little more. It's important when you're building, and when you have enough time in the beginning when you're building, uh, do put your focus on putting a structure in place as well, right? Putting process in place as well, right? And the rest of the things can keep happening, which is fine, right? But do not ignore it completely, just for the sake of growth, just for the sake of the adrenaline that you get while building something. Do not miss out on those things. It's important. Yeah.
Very good point. So now that you are building it, what is the vision that you have in mind? What is it that you're envisaging, let's say, 3 years from now
Yeah.
for Eazzy?
I think we want to be the country's biggest home services app. We have a tagline which is called "One Home, One App." Right. So, anything to do with customers' home, people should interact with us. Right? Today it's services. Tomorrow it could be anything. Tomorrow, if you want to buy a new product, come to us. Do you want to buy a refurbished product? We'll be there. You want to track all of your appliances, all of your home spaces, be it cleaning, pest control, maybe something else. Right? We'll be the one to do that for you, manage it for you. This is the vision of Eazzy on a customer part. On the other part, we want to be the best employer who can give those gig workers or experts or technicians or engineers, call them whatever, right? Respectful, growing careers, right? So this is the vision that we have. We have, and we keep saying it internally. There are two people who are very, very critical and who would always be at the center of Eazzy. One is the customer. Another one is the expert who is going to serve that customer, right?
Yeah.
So this is where we want to be probably in 3 years, if you were to ask me.
Okay. And what are the biggest challenges that you're facing right now in running the business?
I think this industry has a problem of supply. Right? There is enough demand, right?
Okay.
Demand has to be converted from unorganized to organized.
Supply of specialists,
Supply
material?
of experts. Supply of experts, right? Supply of engineers. You can call it technicians, experts, specialists, right? Uh, you have to train them and tell them there is enough for you here for you to be, for you to see a good growing career. What has happened is with the quick commerce taking the front seat in the growth in the country, a lot of people have moved to these kind of jobs which are less technical, right? Where they have to ride a bike within 2 kilometers for 50 times in a day, deliver something, and they're happy doing that, right? People are taking lesser pain to go and learn something. Yeah, so supply is becoming a problem. That's why when we set up our business, the first thing that we set up was a training center. It was not a business center.
Okay.
So we still have our training center where we have technical trainers who train people. The first meeting actually I had when I started Eazzy, the first formal meeting I had was with NSDC's ex-CFO, right? It's a National Skill Development Corporation. So we reached out to them saying that this is what we are building. We want to partner with NSDC to train these people formally, officially on the courses that they provide. This is my first meeting actually, right? So we started off from there. That
It's a very smart thing to do.
yeah, so we're still engaging, and we have courses that we train these people on. We also ensure, as I said, that we train them on behavioral things. We train them on civic sense. We train them on which side of the road you need to ride your bikes, right? So we put a lot of effort to make them understand why it's important.
I can see an Eazzy Academy on the horizons already.
We call it ESDA, Easy Skill Development Academy, right? So ESDA, that's an internal name that we call it. But yeah, we I think that's one of the things that we will make sure that we do at a scale, irrespective if these people want to work with us or not. There'll always be an opportunity for them to work with us, but the idea is to train them to be better at what they do and grow in their careers.
Very interesting and very fascinating. I think it'll work.
Thank you so
It'll
much.
absolutely work. Saurabh, I want to ask you about this home service opportunity in India. How big is it? What is the size of this market? How is it growing?
Home services in India is a 5 lakh crore market.
Okay.
Right. There was a recent report by JM Financials. It had given a thorough number, which was 5,20,000 crore something market, right? Home services. When I'm saying home services, it includes electronics appliances, care at home, it includes cleaning and pest control, all of these things put together, 5 लाख करोड़ का मार्केट है. री-कॉमर्स की अगर आप बात करोगे तो री-कॉमर्स 1 लाख करोड़ का मार्केट है, नियरली 1 लाख करोड़ का मार्केट
20% of this.
Yeah, 20% of this at this point of time, right? Home services is growing at 11-12% CAGR, right? लोगों की डिमांड्स हैं, लोगों को ज़रूरत है बिकॉज अप्लायंस पेनिट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, तो एंड सर्विसेज की पेनिट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, तो पीपल आर गेटिंग हैबिचुअल, राइट? सो दैट इंडस्ट्री इज ग्रोइंग. एंड सेकेंडली द री-कॉमर्स इंडस्ट्री इज ग्रोइंग एट 18-20% CAGR.
Okay, interesting.
So we are nowhere close to global re-commerce business. Currently also a major part of this business जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो आज भी इनफॉर्मली होता है. आज भी people are more comfortable कि मैं अपना फ़ोन ले जाके पास वाली दुकान पे दे दूँ और मैं वहाँ पे एक्सचेंज के लिए दे दूँ, या फिर मैं मेरी सोसाइटी में एक पुराना बायबैक करने वाला या फिर स्क्रैप वेंडर आता है जिसको मैं फ़ोन करूँ और अपनी वॉशिंग मशीन दे दूँ. तो वो बिज़नेस भी आज भी 90% से ज़्यादा इनफॉर्मल है, अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड है, राइट? सो द चेंज दैट इज़ हैपनिंग विद द ग्रोइंग मार्केट इज़ कि बिजनेसेस ऑर्गेनाइज होने की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं. पीपल आर नाउ लुकिंग फॉर कंपनीज जो कि हु कैन कम एंड डू इट फॉर देम. पीपल आर गेटिंग मोर कॉन्शियस अबाउट देयर चॉइसेस, वो सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए कि यार मैं अगर किसी को दे रहा हूँ तो क्या ये किसी के पढ़ाई में काम आ सकता है, क्या ये किसी के लिए यूज़ के काम आ सकता है, राइट? कि मैं कोई अपनी वॉशिंग मशीन दे रही हूँ तो क्या ये किसी के दूसरे घर में जाके यूज़ कर सकते हैं रादर देन कि कबाड़ी वाला इसको ले जाके ब्रेक कर दे, राइट? सो वो थोड़ा चेंज हो रहा है इन द शिफ्ट इन द माइंडसेट ऑफ द कंज्यूमर्स.
Okay.
राइट, सो दिस इज अनदर चेंज दैट इज हैपनिंग.
No, I think that's a very, very solid approach and it's a very good angle, the sustainability angle, because इस angle से मुझे लगता है लोगों ने पहले कभी सोचा ही नहीं.
करेक्ट.
उनके लिए अगर कुछ सामान बंद हुआ तो वो जंक है.
करेक्ट.
और जंक यूजुअली कबाड़ी के पास जाता है. बट आप ये कह रहे हो कि अप्रोच चेंज होनी चाहिए और वो जंक नहीं है, इट कैन एक्चुअली क्रिएट वैल्यू, इफ नॉट फॉर यू देन फॉर समबडी एल्स.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट, राइट. हम जंक में दे रहे हैं, उससे दो प्रॉब्लम होती है. एक जो चीज़ ठीक हो सकती थी वो ख़राब हो गई, वो उसको डैमेज कर दिया, स्क्रैप कर दिया. उस डैमेज को भी आप प्रॉपर्ली रिसाइकल नहीं कर रहे हो, राइट? उसको भी आप, उसने काम की चीज़ आपने निकाली उसके अंदर से और उसको डंप कर दिया किसी लैंडफिल के अंदर. वो प्रॉब्लम किसको देगा बाद में? वो हमारी ही आगे आने वाली जनरेशंस को प्रॉब्लम देगा, राइट? पानी ख़राब होगा, द मिनरल्स, द metals that could have been extracted properly from all of those materials, वो नहीं निकालते हैं. और आज इंडिया इज स्टिल heavily dependent on China for procuring essential minerals, for procuring a lot of other material जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बनाने के लिए काम करता है. अगर हम उसको प्रॉपर्ली एक्सट्रैक्ट करना शुरू कर दें, अगर प्रॉपर्ली उसको स्कैवेंज करके, रिसाइकिल करके प्रॉपर्ली उसको यूज़ करना शुरू कर दें, आई थिंक वी हैव अ सॉलिड बेस है. बहुत अच्छा बेस है हमारे पास, हम उसको यूज़ ही नहीं कर रहे. कि लोगों को समझ आने लग गया. पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस. People who've been working in corporates, people who've been working in tier 1 metro cities, they see how the things are changing, right? How this weather, how this water impacts their own family, their own kids. They've started taking more
interest in these
conscious,
subjects.
and conscious choices, right? So that's where this is changing.
अच्छा, इस इंडस्ट्री का ग्लोबल पिक्चर क्या है? डेवलप कंट्रीज में कैसे होता है ये सब?
डेवलप कंट्रीज में आज भी मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द बिजनेस हैपन्स इन थ्रू ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वेंडर्स. वो लोग हमेशा से ही कैपेबल रहे हैं टू इंटरैक्ट विद द कंपनीज, राइट, टू वर्क फॉर देम. इसके दो रीज़न भी हैं. दूसरा रीज़न ये है कि वहाँ पे पे स्केल जो है वो बहुत डिफरेंट है इंडिया से. आप उसको सर्विसेज के लिए बोल लो या आप उसको ई कॉमर्स के लिए बोल लो. वहाँ पे इंडिया में लेबर कंपैरेटिवली थोड़ी चीप है. तो पीपल प्रेफर कि मैं किसी डायरेक्ट वेंडर को कॉल कर लूँ जो कि आके उसको ठीक कर देगा. वहाँ पे देर आर द पेज आर बेटर, द सैलरीज आर बेटर, सो पीपल आर मोर कंफर्टेबल कॉलिंग इन अ कंपनी जो कि आके उसको ठीक कर देता है. सो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द बिजनेस इज ऑर्गेनाइज्ड both for e-commerce and home services. Here both are unorganized to the level of 90% and more.
Now we move to another section, which is the rapid fire section. Okay. In this rapid fire section, I'll ask you questions and you'll have to give me quick answers.
Sure.
One founder you would love to have dinner with?
Mr. Nandan Nilekhani.
Why?
He's built for the country and he's built for a company that he's worked for. The scale, I mean, great guy. The technology for Infosys, the technology for India, and still going on, right? So I get fascinated by him.
One book that you would like to gift to your child?
I have super smart twin daughters, and I would want them to be founders someday. So, and it's a recency bias, right? So I would want to give them the hard thing about the hard things.
Okay.
Right? Because
A lot of people refer that book.
Yeah, and it was very recently referred by one of my close friend and mentor. Recently read the book, and rightly so. Everyone keeps telling you about what to do. No one tells you what to do when something is not going as per your expectations while running a company. Very very good book.
Wow. You were also a rider?
I still do. I still ride a bike.
One place where you could not ride so far and you would want to go there?
Ladakh.
Ladakh?
Yeah.
Okay. One habit you never compromise on?
Keeping a healthy lifestyle for myself. And I'm not doing it right now because I'm too busy setting up a business. I want to get back to that. But yeah, conscious decision on what I eat and how I do my workouts.
One thing that corporate life teaches that startups can't?
One thing that the scale. It comes very late
In the
at the
journey
time
of
of startups, but that builds your aspirations where you want to reach. I think I learned it very very dearly in Reliance. Also in Flipkart, I was always fascinated by how things were moving at such a large scale and such large business existed. So, and that created my aspiration to build something like that.
One thing that startups can teach and corporates can't?
Managing anxiety. Daily basis, something will break. On a daily basis, something will break down.
Yeah.
You need to find your way out. Right? No one is coming to save you. So
Yes.
you need to keep your calm, keep your pushing yourself, and just make sure that you keep doing it.
Lovely. One quote that you never forget?
I'm a firm believer in karma. So what goes around comes around is something that I firmly believe in. Right? It's not related to corporate, but yeah, it's a very personal quote to me that whatever you do to others or maybe whatever you do in life, sometime come back. So
Excellent.
what goes around comes around.
Saurabh, last but not the least.
Yeah.
If aspiring entrepreneurs and wannabe ones are looking at you, what would be your 3 suggestions to them?
First would be if you're working somewhere, do not think of it as a baggage. Whatever I've learned on someone else's payroll. Right? So think of it as an investment and learn businesses, learn processes, learn how to manage teams before you take a leap of faith and build something. That's one. Second is do not leave to build. Once you've known what to build, then leave.
Okay.
Know what you're trying to build or what you want to build. Do not leave and think that I'll figure out my way. Give that time to yourself and make sure that you know what you're trying to do or what you would want to do. Third thing is very important thing is find a right co-founder. Right. I think just like your family, just like people who are very close to you, you'll be spending most of your time with the co-founder. Finding an ideal match is very very important. The guy can take off the pressure from you and be there when it's required. तो वो synergy meet होना, वो mindset meet होना, वो plan meet होना कि yes I'm ready to work with this guy for 10 years or more, वो बहुत important है. Find the right co-founder.
I think you got little lucky there because you found your co-founder in your previous company and you
Yeah.
guys worked together.
Correct.
And you were like yin and yang, working on different things,
We were.
plugged together.
Yeah.
But what about those who could not, unfortunately, find somebody to work with in their previous companies, but now are at a juncture where they have to find a co-founder?
Yeah, so
How should they look for a co-founder?
I think understand yourself first. Understand your management style. How aggressive you are. Understand your skill set. Ki if you are good at marketing, you're good at sales. Are you a tech guy? And what kind of person that you need. Right. The skill set that you find in your co-founder should be complementary and not repetitive. Aksh and I worked together in Cashify. I was heading sales and Aksh used to head operations. Okay. And generally in companies, operations and sales team do not see eye to eye. Right? But this is what was different there, where we used to operate out of same office, and we used to ensure that our teams have the similar kind of synergy that we two have. Right. This helped us in the business very, very well, right? Building those connections between the team and using that to get a better business, right? So build a better business. So, and it happens the same way today when we operate, right? He knows what to do, I know what to do, and we both complement each other in terms of the skill set that we bring in. And not to mention the third co-founder that we brought in, because we are not techies. So we brought in the third co-founder, Manish Gupta. We've worked briefly in our previous engagements. So he heads technology for us.
Okay.
And brings in the right mindset, similar aspirations, sees the value in what we're building. And I think, again, that is also a very complementary skill set that we were looking for. And finally, we took that call.
Great. Thank you so much, Saurabh, for coming here and sharing all the wisdom that you have.
It was great interacting with you, Sriwant. Thank you so much.
Wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much. And look forward to present Eazzy to you when we are around and have you use our services.
Would love to use your services and would be waiting when it reaches Noida and
Very soon.
New Delhi.
Very soon.
Thank you.